I'll have you know, Big Daddy hasn't been at that table for more than 2 minutes before he threw down his fork and shouted, "Cooper, can't you feed those pigs that are trough in the kitchen?" I swear I simply couldn't die. Well, think of it, Britt. They got 5 of these number 6s on the way, and they run a whole stream of traffic down here like animals to display at the county fair. Why, they have these children doing tricks all the time. Children, show Big Daddy how you do this. Show Big Daddy how you do that. Say your pieces, Big Daddy, brother. Sister, show Big Daddy how you stand on your head. It goes on all the time, along with the constant remarks and innuendos about the fact that you and I are childless and therefore completely useless. Of course, it's comical, but it's also disgusting since it's obvious what they're up to.
What are they up to, Maggie?
Why, you know what they're up to. Well, I'll tell you what they're up to, boy of mine. They're up to cutting you out of your father's estate. Especially now that we know Big Daddy's dying of cancer.
You know Big Daddy's dying of cancer?
Got the report today.
Okay.
Yes, sir, got the report just now. I can't say it surprised me, baby. I recognize the symptoms soon around here. I'm willing to bet brother man and sister woman did too, which more than likely explains why their usual migration to the coolest and greatest smoothness was passed up this year in favor of hustling down here every whole whip stitch of their screaming tribe. And why so many allusions have been made to Silver Hill lately. You know what Silver Hill is, baby? It's a place that's famous for treating alcoholics and dope fiends in the movies.
Well, I guess it's good that I'm not in the movies then.
No, and you don't take dope. Other than that, you're a perfect candidate for Silver Hill, baby, and that's where they aim to send you. Then brother man could get a hold of the purse strings and dole out remittances, maybe get power of attorney and cut off our credit wherever he wanted, sign checks for us. How'd you like that, baby? Because you've been doing just about everything in your power to aid and abet them in this scheme of theirs. Quitting work, devoting yourself to the occupation of drinking, breaking your ankle last night on the high school athletic field. Doing what? Jumping hurdles at 2 or 3 in the morning? Just fantastic. Well, I still register a nice little human interest item about it. A well-known former athlete stages a one-man track meet on the high school athletic field, but is slightly out of condition and can't even clear the first hurdle. Brother man Cooper claims he exercised to keep his influence, to keep him going out all over AP, UP, and every other damn P. And you still have one big advantage, baby.
Saying something?
Well, I was going to say something. Big Daddy dotes on you, honey. He can't stand brother man or brother man's wife, that monster of fertility, May. She's downright odious to him. Know how I know? By the little expressions that flicker over his face when she's holding forth one of her choice conversations, such as how she refused the twilight sleep when the twins were delivered, because she feels motherhood and experience a woman ought to experience fully in order to fully appreciate the wonder and beauty of it. Big Daddy shares my opinion on those two. As for me, I give him a smile now and then, and he tolerates me. I always suspected Big Daddy harbored a little unconscious lech for me.
What makes you think that Daddy has a lech for you?
Oh, just the way he drops his eyes down my body and licks his old chops. Did anyone ever tell you you're an ass-aching Puritan, Brick? I think it's mighty fine that old man on the doorstep of death still takes in my shape of what I consider to be deserved appreciation. Anyway, should have been that supper table tonight, baby. Big Daddy, he does hunch over his food as if he preferred not to notice anything else. Meanwhile, May and Cooper are sitting side by side, exchanging pokes and pinches and sirens and signals. And all the goddamn no-name monsters are all raised around the table in their paper party caps in honor of Big Daddy's birthday. And Big Mama, she's not the brightest thing in the world. She finally looked over and said, "Cooper, what are you and May exchanging all the signs and signals at each other for?" I swear to God, I didn't even choke, weren't you? You know, your brother Cooper still cherishes the illusion he took a giant step up on the social ladder when he married Miss May Flynn of the Memphis Flints. Well, I have a piece of Spanish news for Cooper. The Flynnts never had anything but money and they lost that. Why, you remember old Papa Flynn barely escaped doing time with a federal pen due to shady manipulations of the stock market when his chain stores crashed. And as for May being a cotton carnival queen, as they remind us so often, lest we forget, that's one honor I can't say I envy
what happened to little Susie McFeeters.
Somebody's got gas on her face.
Somebody spit tobacco juice in her face?
Yes, sir, baby. Some old drunkard at the Hotel Piazza yelled, "Hey, hey, little queen!" Susie looked up, bowed, and blew kisses, and that old drunk leaned back and shot a squirt of tobacco juice right in her face.
Well, what do you know about that?
What do I know about it? I was there. I saw it.
Must have been kind of funny, huh?
Susie didn't think so. Had hysterics. That girl screamed like a banshee. They had to stop the parade and move her when. What are you looking at me like that for?
Looking at you like what?
The way you were just looking at me before I caught your eye in the mirror. I don't know how to describe it, but it froze my blood. I've caught you looking at me like that so often lately. What are you thinking of when you look at me like that?
Maggie, I wasn't conscious of looking at you.
Well, I was conscious of it. What were you thinking?
Maggie, I don't remember.
Don't you think I know that, Brick? Don't you think I know that?
Know what?
Why, that I've gone through this hideous transformation, become hard and frantic and cruel? Because that's what you've been observing in me lately, isn't it? How can you not help but observe it? But I'm not thin-skinned anymore. I can't afford to be thin-skinned. Brick.
Saying something?
Well, I was going to say something, Brick. That I get lonely sometimes.
So what? Everybody gets lonely.
Living alone with someone you love can be lonelier than living entirely alone. If the one you love doesn't love you back.
Well, then go live alone.
You know I wouldn't, Brick. Did you have a nice shower?
Yeah.
Was the water cool?
Oh, it was alright.
Made you feel fresh, huh?
Well, yeah, fresher.
I know something that would make you feel much fresher.
What's that?
An alcohol rub. A rub of cologne.
Maggie, what good is that going to do? That's good for after I go to the gym or work out or something. I haven't been doing anything like that.
Kept your shape, though.
You think so?
I always thought drinking men lost their looks, but I was plainly mistaken.
Why, thanks, Maggie.
You're the only drinking man I know that never seems to be fat on.
Yeah, but I'm getting softer.
Well, sooner or later, it's bound to soften you up. It was just beginning to soften Skipper up when... I'm sorry. I never did know how to keep my fingers off a sore. I wish you would lose your looks, though, Brick. If you did, it would make the martyrdom of St. Maggie a little more bearable. But no such goddamn luck. In fact, I think you've gotten better looking since you've gone on the bottle. A person who didn't know you would think you never had a tense nerve or a strained muscle in your body. Of course, you always had that detached quality about you, as if you never cared much for anything at all. As if you never had a care in the world, really. Kind of like the very old and hopelessly sick people. I think you'll find Croquet good.
All right now, look at here, boy. Let me see you get out of that.
You know, Brick, you were a wonderful lover. You're such an exciting person to be in love with, and I think mainly it was because you never had any anxiety about it. Did it naturally, easy, slowly, with absolute calm and perfect confidence. More like opening the door for a lady than giving expression to any longing for her.
Oh, that's a beauty. Hot. Yeah.
Got two butts.
You know, Brick, if I thought you would never make love to me again, I'd go down to the kitchen, take the longest, sharpest knife I could, and plunge it straight into my heart.
Oh, watch out now. You're going to miss it. You're going to miss it.
Oh, you don't know me, boy.
And tonight, I'm going to tell you I love you, and maybe by that time you'll be drunk enough to believe me.
Oh, you're too slippery for me.
Ooh, like an eel, like an eel.
So what were you thinking of earlier, Brick? When I caught you looking at me? Were you thinking of Skipper? Oh, excuse me, Brick, forgive me. But the laws of silence don't work here. When something is festering in your memory or imagination, the laws of silence don't work. It's just like shutting a door in a house on fire and hoping it, Brick?
Hey, give me my crutch.
Let me help you.
No, I don't want your help. Just give me my crutch.
You can lay it on my shoulder.
Maggie, give me my damn crutch. Are you gonna give me my crutch, or do I have to crawl around this place like
Here.
a baby? Thank you.
That's the first time I've heard you raise your voice in a long time, Brick. Is that a crack in the wall of composure?
No, it just hasn't happened.
What hasn't happened yet?
The click that I get in my head when I've had enough of this stuff to make everything peaceful.
The what?
The click. You know what that is. Now, will you do me a favor?
Maybe I will. What favor?
Will you please just be quiet?
All right. I'll do that favor. I'll speak in a whisper, if not shut up completely, if you will do me one favor and make this drink your last till after the party.
All right, fine. What party?
This is Big Daddy's birthday party.
Is that what all that is?
Did you know this is Big Daddy's birthday?
No, I didn't.
Well, I remembered it for you.
No, thank you.
You just have to sign your name on this card here.
I'm not signing that card. You sign it.
Well, it's got to be your handwriting. It's your present.
I didn't get him that present.
I got it for you.
Well, then you can write your name on the card.
And have him know that you forgot his birthday?
But I did forget his birthday.
You don't have to prove you didn't.
I'm not trying to fool the man
Just
about
write
it.
Love Brick, for God's sake. You've got to.
I don't have to do anything I don't want to. You have to remember the conditions on which I agreed to keep on living with you.
We're not living together, Brick. We occupy the same cage.
You have to remember those conditions.
Is someone at the door? Sister. Brick, is this thing yours? That's my Diana trophy, sister woman. Won that intercollegiate archery tournament on the Ole Miss campus.
Well, a dangerous thing like this shouldn't be lying around a house full of normal, red-blooded children attracted to weapons.
Normal, red-blooded children attracted to whippings. Ought to be taught to keep their hands on things that don't belong to them.
Maggie, honey, if you had children of your own, you know how funny that is. Now, would you please lock that thing up and put it somewhere out of reach?
You know, Brick and I still have a special archer's license. We're going hunting on Moon Lake as soon as the season starts. How's it inch and ankle, Brick?
Okay. Just itches a little bit.
Oh, you should have been there after supper. Kitty's put on a show. Polly played the piano. Buster and Sonny on drums. And then Dixie and Trixie performed a toe dance in fairy costumes with sparklers. Big Daddy beamed, he just beamed. Oh, I bet. You know, breaks my heart that we miss it, Sister Woman, but why'd you give your kitties dogs' names? Dogs' names? You know, Buster and Dixie and Trixie and Sonny and Polly. Sounds to me like an animal act in a circus. 4 dogs and a parrot.
Maggie, honey, why are you so catty?
Why, sister? Would you know a joke if you ran into it on Main Street in Memphis at noon?
You know the names of my children. Buster's real name is Robert. Sonny's real name is Saunders. Dixie's real name is Marlene. And Trixie says...
Hey, May, sister woman, intermission's over.
Oh, admission's over. I'll see y'all later.
How's this spot holding up, buddy?
Well, I wonder what Trixie's real name is.
Maggie. Why are you so catty?
Why, I don't know, Brick. Maybe because I'm consumed with envy and eaten up with longing. I'm gonna get out that silk suit we got you. You know, sapphire cufflinks that you should wear so rarely.
I can't get pants on over this.
Well, yes, you can. I'll help you.
I'm not even gonna try.
Will you at least put on a pair of pajamas?
Okay.
Thank you so much, Brick.
Oh, it's fine. Don't mention it.
Brick, how long does this have to go on? This punishment? Haven't I done time enough? Can't I apply for a pardon or something?
Maggie, what happened to that agreement? You said you'd be quiet. I'm trying to drink and ruining my liquor. I don't know what it is, but recently you sound like you've been running through the house trying to yell to everybody that the place is burning down.
Well, no wonder, Brick. No wonder. You know what I feel like? I feel all the time like a cat on a hot tin roof.
All right, so then jump off of it. You know cats land on all 4 feet anyway.
Of course.
Well, I think you should do it.
Do what, Brick?
Go find yourself a lover.
Brick, I can't see any man but you. Even with my eyes closed, I can only see you. Why don't you get fat or ugly or something so I can stand it?
Maggie, what'd you lock the door for?
To give us a little privacy for a while.
Oh, come on, you know better than that.
Maybe I don't know better.
You know, you shouldn't make such a fool of yourself.
I don't mind making a fool of myself over you.
Well, I mind, it's embarrassing.
You feel embarrassed, Brick, but don't continue my torture. I can't continue to live on and on under these circumstances.
Those are circumstances that you agree to.
I know, Brick, but...
Son?
Big Mama. Big Mama?
Son? We just got the news about Big Daddy. I had to run right. What's the dog doing locked for? Y'all think there's robbers in the house?
Brick is dressing, Big Mama.
Well, it won't be the first time I see Brick not dressed. Now open this door.
Coming. Big Mama?
Brick?
Where's Brick?
Brick? Hurry on out of there, son. I only have a second, and I want to give you the news about Big Daddy. I hate locked doors in a house.
Well, I've noticed you do, Big Mama, but folks have got to have some moments of privacy, don't they?
Not in my house. Oh, you take off that lovely blue dress for? It looks so sweet on you.
Well, I thought it looked sweet on me too, Big Mama, but my cute little table partners use it as a dinner napkin, so...
So what?
Well, you know Mama May ain't good with so touchy about those children. You wouldn't dare suggest there's any...
Brick? Shoot, Maggie, you just don't like children.
I do so like children. I adore them. Well brought up children, that is.
Well, then why didn't you have some of your own? Well brought up. Instead of all the time picking on Gooper and Maze.
Hey, Big Mama. Listen, you got to go. Wait to tell you goodbye.
Tell them to hold the horses. I'll be down in the kitchen.
Yes, ma'am.
Brick? Son, I want to give you the news about Big Daddy. He's 100% son. Everything's negative right on down the line. Can you hear me in there?
He can hear you, Big Mama.
Then why don't he say something? News like that should make him shout. I know what made me shout. I shouted and sobbed and fell right down to the floor. Look, see? Bruises on my kneecaps. Big Daddy was so very upset. But I could tell. I could just tell. It took a big load off of his mind. But, you know, we were just so happy to get that kind of news. And it just took such a load off his mind.
Big Mama.
Hold those people down there. Don't let them go.
It's Memphis. Miss Ida. It's Miss Sally in Memphis.
Maggie, I gotta talk to this old fool on the phone. Brick, get dressed, son. We're coming up here for Big Dad's birthday on account of your ankle. Does it hurt much still?
I'm afraid I don't know, Big Mama. You'll have to ask Brick if it hurts much still.
Hello? Hello, Miss Sally. Shoot, Miss Sally, I'm calling the girl so loud. It's too much talkers on the girl so loud. No wonder you can't hear me. Now, I want to give you news about Big Daddy. It's just a spastic colon. Maggie, come talk to this fool on the phone.
Coming, Big Mama.
Miss Sally?
Yes, this is Brick's wife, honey. It's so nice to hear your voice. Can you hear mine? No, it's called a spastic colon, Miss Sally. Yes, ma'am. All right, now, I hope to see y'all real soon. Sugar.
'tis no laughing matter. Some men stop drinking when they get married, and others stop. Brick never touched liquor before the two of you got married.
That's not fair, Big Mama.
Fair or not fair, I want to ask you one question. Do you make Brick happy in bed?
Why don't you ask Brick if he makes me happy?
Because I know
That it works both ways.
Big Mama!
I'm trying. Look, man. All I know is your child is and my son drinks. And when a marriage goes on the rocks are here. Right here.
That's not fair.
Big Mama gone yet?
Yeah, she's gone. You know, Brick, our sex life didn't just peter out in the usual way. It was cut off short long before the natural time for it to die, and it's going to revive again just as sure as that. I'm certain of it. That's what I'm keeping myself attractive for. For the time when you see me like other men see me. They still see me, Brick, and they like what they see. White Alice's party last week for her New York cousins, the most attractive man in the room followed me up to the powder room and tried to force his way in.
So why don't you let him in?
Because I'm not that common, for one thing. Not that I wasn't almost tempted to. You'd like to know who it was?
Sure.
Sonny Boy Maxwell, that's who.
Oh, Sonny Boy Maxwell? Used to be a good broken field runner in the day. Then he got that back injury, had to stop playing.
He has no injury now, has no wife, and still has a leg for me.
So why don't you let him in?
I may sometime cheat on you since you're so insultingly eager to have me do it. But if I do, it'll be at a place and time when only me and the man can possibly know. I'm not giving you an excuse to divorce me for being unfaithful or anything.
You know that I wouldn't divorce you for being unfaithful. That'd be a load off my shoulders.
Well, I'm not taking any chances. I'd rather stay on this hot tin roof. It's an uncomfortable place to stay, but I can stay there just as long as I have to.
Okay. Good.
I won't leave you, Brick. Separation would cost you. And what have you got but what you get from Big Daddy, and he's dying of cancer?
Your mama just said the report was okay.
That's because they fed her the same lie they gave him. But when he goes to bed tonight, they're going to tell her it's cancer. It's malignant and it's hopeless.
Does he know that?
Hell, do they ever know it? Nobody says you're dying. You have to fool them. Really, they have to fool themselves. So this is Big Daddy's last birthday, and you know something, Brick? Big Daddy has made out no will. No will at all, and that's why May and Gooper have launched their campaign to impress him as forcibly as they can with the fact that you drink and I've borne no children. Brick, you know I've been so goddamn disgustingly poor my whole life. That's the truth.
I'm not saying it isn't.
Always had to suck up to people who were rich, and I hated. The dress I married you in was my grandmother's wedding gown. You can be young without money, but you can't be old without it. It's just too terrible, you've got to be one or the other. So now I'm dressed, and there's nothing else for me to do. I thought a lot about it, and I think I know where I made my mistake with you. When I confessed to you that thing about Skipper.
You mean the thing that he told me?
I told you.
After he told me?
Brick, what does it matter who told who?
Everybody, come upstairs.
I'd go on telling you this in front of them all if I had to.
Okay. May,
It's
Cooper.
got to be told, and you never let
Big
me.
Daddy.
You had one of those beautiful, ideal things about love, and that's what made it so sad, Brick, and so awful, because it was love that never could be carried through to anything satisfying or even talked about plainly.
Hey, you need to stop this.
Brick, I tell you, you've got to believe me. I think it was noble. Can't you tell that I'm sincere when I say I respect it? The only point I'm making is that life has got to be continued even after the dream of life is all over.
Maggie, do you want me to hit you with this crutch? Don't you know that I could kill you with this crutch?
Do you think I'd care if you did?
I had one great, good, true thing in my life. One great, true thing. That was my friendship with Skipper. And you're naming it dirty.
I'm not naming it dirty. I'm naming it clean.
Not my marriage with you, Maggie. My friendship with Skipper. And you're naming it dirty.
Then you've not been listening to me, Brick, not understood a word I've been saying. saying. I'm naming it so damn clean that it killed poor Skipper.
Maggie, I married you. Why would I marry you?
Brick, hush. You married me just out of Old Miss, and we were happy, weren't we? But then in the fall, you and Skipper turned down job offers in order to keep being on Pro Football Heroes forever. You organized the Dixie Stars that fall, and then during the Thanksgiving game, you couldn't play because you had that spinal injury. Watched it on a traction bed in Toledo. And the Dixie Stars lost because Skipper was drunk. Later that night, at the bar at the Blackstone where we were staying, we drank till the day was coming up, and then we were stumbling out to take a dizzy look at it, and I said to him, Skipper, stop loving my husband or tell him he's got to let you admit it to him, one way or another. Brick, he slapped me in the mouth, then turned and ran without stopping once back to his room at the Blackstone. Then later that night, he made that pitiful, ineffectual attempt to prove that what I had said to him wasn't true. And in this way, I destroyed him, by telling the truth that his world of taught couldn't be told. And from then on, Skipper was nothing at all but a receptacle for liquor and drugs. I'm not trying to whitewash my behavior, Brick. Christ, no, I'm no good. The rich or the well-to-do can afford to abide by conventional moral patterns, but I'm honest at least, Brick. Give me credit for that, will you? Born poor, raised poor, I expect to die poor, but Brick, Skipper's dead. Little children! Your mother!
Why are you on the floor, Brick?
I was trying to kill your Aunt Maggie, but so now I'm here.
Give your uncle his crutch, honey. He's a cripple. Broke his ankle last night jumping hurdles on the high school athletic field.
Now, what were you doing jumping hurdles, Uncle Brick?
Sometimes people like to do what they used to, but they can't.
There's your aunt. Now get out!
Well, hold on a minute here. I smell something fishy going on.
Get out, you monster!
You're jealous. You're just jealous because you can't have babies.
They make fun of us in front of their no-neck monsters. Brick, I've been to a doctor in Memphis. There's no reason why we can't have a child whenever we wanted to.
Maggie, I don't see how in hell on earth you expect to have a child by a man who can't stand you.
Well, that's a problem, boy mine, that I will have to work out. Here they come.
Hello, Brick.
Happy birthday, Big Daddy.
I read the register to get a new embroidery.
Oh, yes, it's not nice. The St. Paul's and the Renatas, they've got the
Tom Ford shop,
the latest one. I think
in their Tiffany shop, in their
a picture of
Jewelry
Christ.
shop,
The Good Shepherd
in
of the
their
land.
polio shop
Who gave
as
that
well.
Five brothers with us. Also going to say that from the.
The pink shop.
You know, somebody ought to get church.
Oh, yes, sorry, Bob.
Go on, get down the shop, Bo.
They're getting stealing the chickens, I guess.
Oh, you know what does that?
They get those shops.
Basketball court.
What's all this talk about memorials, preacher? Think somebody's about to kick it around here, is that it?
Brick, turn on the hi-fi. Let's have some music to get the party started with.
You turn it on.
We gave
I
that
don't know
third
how to.
anniversary. You've got 3 speakers.
Turn that thing on.
Where's Brick? Where's my precious baby?
Never mind, turn it back on.
What you got in your hand was made for holding something better than that. Put the liquor down, son. Give Big Mama a kiss, Brick. Come on, give Big Mama a kiss. Oh, look at him shy away. I guess it's because he had too much of it as a child. Will someone please turn that thing off? Now, what am I doing sitting here for? I need to sit next to my sweetheart and hold his hand and love up on him a little bit. Move over. Move over. Just like Brick. Move over.
tricks, Big Mama.
What tricks? I just need your hand to
Last
get
time
up
I
on
tried
the
it out here.
sofa.
Ah!
Hey, folks. You ever see the preacher and ladies laugh?
Will you report the stroke?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Big Daddy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. We love you. We love you in the morning, we love you in the night, we love you in the evening, bang, bang, bang. Things Mama do.
Ida, what the hell's the matter with you? Jeez. Ida, what the hell's the matter with you?
She's just so happy. I'm just so happy, Big Daddy. I have to wow, something.
Did you hear the news about Big Daddy, Britt?
Why, he passed the examination with flying colors. And I tell you, it's a good thing because I was worried half sick, half out of my mind for fear that it was something worse than it was.
Aren't you going to give Big Daddy his present, Britt?
Why, what is it, Maggie?
I bet 550 Brick don't know what it is.
The point of getting presents is not knowing what they are till you open them. Open your present, Big Daddy.
Open it yourself. I want to ask Rick something.
Open it.
Come here, Dad's calling you, Brick.
Tell Big Daddy I'm crippled.
I see you crippled. I don't know how you got that way.
Why, look, it's a cashmere robe. You sound so surprised.
Quiet.
Well, I've never seen one before.
Oh, that's funny.
Quiet.
You bought it yourself at Lowenstein's last Saturday.
I said
You know
quiet.
how I know, sister woman?
Quiet!
The salesman that sold it to you said you, oh, Miss Poland, your sister-in-law bought your husband's father like a
Meg,
cashmere
I tell
robe.
you.
Quiet!
The store can reap are running neck and neck.
Preacher, I hope I'm not interrupting more talk about memorials. Am I right?
I wonder if the mosquitoes will eat us.
You made some remarks.
Yes, I said I wonder if the mosquitoes will eat us alive if we went out on the gas.
Well, if they do, we'll have your bones pulverized for fertilizer.
Well, why we had an airplane come through and spray the whole place, and I think it's helped a lot.
They tell me, Brick, if what they tell me is true, you done some jumping last night on a high school track field.
Brick, Big Daddy's talking to you, son.
What?
Somebody told me you done some jumping last night on that track.
Yeah, they told me too.
Was it jumping or bumping? What were you doing out there?
Oh, Big Daddy.
What were you doing out there at 3 a.m.?
Big Daddy, you are off the sick list now, and I will not excuse you
Quiet.
for talking that way on your
Be quiet! I asked you, Brick, if you was cutting yourself a piece of wild poontang last night on center track. Is that what it is? Cutting yourself a piece of wild poontang? Goodbye, preacher. Chase a piece of wild poontang and trip, break ankle and hit a chase. Is that what happened?
I don't think so.
Then what the hell were you doing out there at 3 a.m.?
I was just jumping the hurdles.
Because you were drunk.
Well, yeah, sober I wouldn't have tried to jump the low ones.
Big Daddy, why'd you blow out the candles on your birthday cake?
Well, I think now's the time to propose a toast to Big Daddy Collins.
Stop it. I said stop. Quit all this bull.
Big Daddy, I will not let you talk like that on any day of the year, but especially your birthday.
I will talk like I want on my birthday any goddamn day of the year. And anybody who don't like it knows what they can do.
You don't mean that.
What makes you think I don't mean it?
I just know you don't mean it.
You don't know a goddamn thing and you never did.
You don't mean that.
Oh yes I do. Oh yes I mean it. I put up with a whole lot of crap around here for 3 years. Because I thought I was dying. And you thought I was dying and you started taking over this place. I seem to get that impression. Your loud voice and your busy old body butting in here and there.
Hush the preacher.
Run the preacher. Did you hear what I said? Run it.
Big Daddy, I can't think of what's gotten into you and why you're acting this way.
I went through all that laboratory and exploratory operation just so I would know who was boss around here. Me or you. And you know what I found out? I am and you ain't. That's my cake and my champagne, my birthday present too. So you know what? You can stop taking over this place I made. I made this place. I quit school and worked like a slave in the field. I rose to be overseer of this place and I made it what it is now. And I did that with no goddamn help from you or anybody else. Now, you can stop taking over, Ida. Is that clear to you? Is that plain to you now? I've been through the exploratory operation, and there's nothing wrong with me but a spastic colon. Made spastic, I guess, for all the lies and the hypocrisy that I've been putting up with these 40 years that I've been living with you. Now, blow out the candles on the cake. Take a deep breath and blow out the goddamn candles on the cake.
Big Daddy, all these years you never believed once that I loved you, and I did. I did, Big Daddy. I loved you, even through your hate and your hardness.
Brick! Hey, Brick!
Big Daddy.
I didn't call you, Maggie. I called Brick. What'd you do that for? Wipe the kiss off your mouth. Look at that woman of yours got better shape on her than Cooper's got on his woman.
Is that all difference you notice?
Difference in shape is pretty important.
Aren't they a fundamental resemblance? Like the difference between a pack of Plymouth Rocks or Rhode Island Reds?
Sure, but it's fun.
It's funny.
That you and Cooper, in spite of being so different, would more or less pick the same type of woman.
That's because we married into society.
Why have they got the same anxious look on their face?
Well, because they're both sitting between 28,000 acres of the richest land this side of the Valley Nile, and each of them is squaring off with each other, trying to knock off a bigger piece than the other one.
Well, I got a surprise for those women that's what they're waiting on. I'm not gonna let it go for a long time yet.
Well, that's fine. You just sit back and let them scratch each other's eyes out then.
You goddamn right I'm gonna let them scratch your eyes out. But you gotta admit, Cooper's woman, she's a good breeder. She sure is fertile. Hell, at Sunday night, she had all 5 of them at the table. We had to put up a couple extra leaves in just to let it fit.
Yep, number 6 is coming.
6, hell, she'll probably drop a litter next time. Hey, man! Cooper, somebody out there? Cooper!
You want Cooper, Big Daddy?
No, I don't want Cooper, and I don't want you. I want to have a private talk with Brick now. It's too hot to close them front doors. If I close them front doors, stop Brick, you just let me know.
Big Daddy, I did it.
You was nothing but sneaking and spying, and you know it.
I was just...
Shut up, shut up, shut up. I'm gonna move Cooper and you out of this room next to this one. All y'all do is sneak and spy and go give a report to Big Mama what goes on here between you and Rick and Maggie. God damn, I can't stand sneaking and spying. It makes me cute.
So they listen, do they?
Yeah, they listen. They give a report to Big Mama what goes on here between you and Maggie. They say you won't sleep with her. They say you sleep on the couch. If you don't like Maggie, get rid of her. What are you doing there now?
Just freshening up my drink.
Son, you got a real liquor problem.
Yes, sir.
Is that why you quit sports announcing? This liquor problem?
I guess so.
Don't guess about it, son. Life's too important.
Yes, sir.
Goddamn, don't look at that chandelier. Something else we got there. Rotten fire cell in Europe. A man who drinks is throwing his life away. Don't do it, Brick. Hold on to your life.
What?
So you quit sports announcing. How'd that come about?
You know?
I'm asking you, how the hell should I know if you don't? Why is it so damn hard for people to talk around here?
What do you mean? That clock makes nice remarks about time. I have to talk to him all night.
But fire cell in Europe. First time I ever had in my entire life. Big Mama, she bought. Hell, you couldn't hold that woman with a mule's harness. She bought. She bought more stuff than you could fit in Yes, sir, lucky I'm rich. Know how much I'm worth, Brick? Guess how much I'm worth. 10 million cash, blue chip stocks. Outside, mind you, a 28,000 acres rich land inside of $1 now. But a man can't buy his life with it when it's over. No, a man can't buy his life when he's finished. That's a sobering thought. That's a sobering thought I've been turning over and over in my head till today. Jesus.
What?
Did you say something?
I'm at my crutch.
What?
I'm at my crutch.
Where are you going?
Taking a short trip to Echo Springs.
Echo Springs.
Yeah, the liquor cabinet.
Yes, son. You know, he's a selfish beast. He buys and buys. But I think the reason he buys and buys is because one day he thinks he's going to buy life everlasting. You hear me?
Yeah, sugar free.
I've been quiet here lately. Haven't said not a word. I've had something heavy weighing on my shoulders. But today that load's been taken off of me.
You know what I like to hear?
What?
Quiet. Perfect. Undisturbed. Quiet.
Why?
Well, because it's more peaceful that way.
Son, you'll be hearing a lot of that soon up in the grave.
Are you done talking to me?
Why are you so anxious to shut me up?
Well, Big Daddy. Every so often you come in here and say, Rick, we need to have a talk. And you never have anything to say. You gas on about this and that, but you never say anything. I don't know why it is, but conversation between two people is difficult. And for some reason between you and me, it just doesn't work.
Son, have you ever been scared? I mean, have you ever been downright terrified of something? I thought I had it. I thought the old man made a bones had laid his cold and heavy hand on my shoulder. I thought I was done for.
Well, you kept a tight mouth about it.
A pig squeals, but a man keeps his mouth shut about it. It's about not having a pig's advantage.
What advantage is that?
Ignorance of mortality. It's a comfort. Man's the only living thing that conceives of death. Pig squeals, but if a man can, he keeps his mouth shut. You know, I wonder if
What?
a whiskey highball went into this spastic colon.
No. Probably do it some good.
I can't tell you, boy. I feel better. The sky is open. It's open again.
There you go. You got it.
All my life, I've been like a doubled-up fist. Smashing, pounding, driving. But I'm going to loosen up these doubled-up fists. I'm going to touch things easy with. You know what I'm contemplating, son?
What?
Pleasure. Pleasure with women. That's something you might not imagine, son.
Well,
This is
that's
my
remarkable.
65th birthday, and I still have a desire for women.
That's great. Very remarkable.
Remarkable.
And admirable.
You're goddamn right. It's remarkable and admirable. Hell, I realized I never had me enough. I always let things stop me. Scruples, conventions, and crap. Took the shadow of death to make me see it. But I'm going to cut loose and have, what do they call it? I'm going to have me a ball.
A ball.
That's right, a ball.
Don't you mean to hear that phone ringing?
What the hell do you want here, Big Mama? There's 5 rooms up in front of this gallery. Why you got to go through this? Big Mama leaves the room. I can't remember what she looks like.
Hello?
When she comes back in, I wish I did.
Hello, Miss Sally.
Where you go?
Just going out for a breather.
Not yet, you ain't. Stay until this talk's finished.
It is finished.
Hey, man, look what gun.
I'll be right back.
Get back in here.
Hey, smart beast.
You didn't give me a chance to explain.
Jesus, she's talking to old maid's sister again.
Now come down real slow. Big Daddy's dying to see you.
Oh.
Big Daddy, that was Miss Sally. She called her doctor and nurse.
Big Mama, I thought I told you not to go through this room.
Big Daddy. Big Daddy, you didn't mean those things you said to
is that she leaves me alone. But she can't admit to herself that she makes me sick. I haven't been able to stand the sight, sound, or smell of her for 40 years. Comes from having slept with her too much. That old woman, she never could get enough of it. Hell, I was good in bed.
What are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna find me. I got a few more left in me. You know what? I got a few more left in me. And I'm gonna find me a good one to spend them on. I'm gonna pick a choice one. I'm gonna smother her in minks. I'm gonna strip her naked, smother her in minks, and choke her with diamonds. Yes, sir, I have it.